Those who ideate on Brahma can remove the bondages of limitations and establish themselves in an infinite, emancipated life. Such people do not bear the identity of either a Brahman or is so-called untouchable. Although common people call their physical bodies those of Brahmans. To attain this supreme height of spirituality, one needs a combination of devotion, knowledge and action. Knowledge and action, however, play a secondary role and are important only as aids to devotion. When they are not used for the cultivation of devotion, they become an obstacle. Whatever actions you perform, and however hard you try to know Brahma by cultivating knowledge, if you are bereft of the ardent love for Brahma, you will ultimately discover that you have no balance left in your bank account. The attempt to surrender oneself through devotion forms the essential part of your sadhana. That supreme birthless entity, who is beyond the three realms of time, is the most sacred entity. As he is beyond the periphery of time, he is not bound by the limitations of creation, preservation and destruction. He is the ageless one, the permanent one. One who can establish oneself in ideation on that entity, one who can realize him, will not be affected by bondages. To know him and to attain him is the essence of liberation. Eshaha devaha pradisho nusharvaha purvuha yataha sao garbe antaha sa eva yataha sa yanish yamanaha pratyan yanam stishtati sarvato mukhaha. In crude analysis, the mundane entities of the world are all material. So being nothing but crude matter, should you ignore their existence? What we see as crude matter, due to ignorance, is essentially a psychic manifestation created by the static influence on cosmic consciousness. When human beings look upon an object with a non-integral outlook, they either develop an attraction or a contempt for it. They treat such entities as mere relativities. But if they probe deeper, they would discover that these so-called relative entities are the spatial, temporal, and individual manifestations of the Supreme Entity. It would be wrong to treat the development projects of Sahasrasa district as something non-integral. For example, Sahasrasa district is a manifestation of Brahma. Hence, the service to Sahasrasa is Brahma sadhana. Brahma exists in all directions, Pradesha, east, west, north, south, above and below, and all corners, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. And so to a Brahma sadhaka, all countries are equally holy, all directions equally charming. He or she knows that whatever has been created in the universe, and whatever lies in the mother's womb, are all the manifestations of Brahma, and thus are equally venerable. Whatever has been created, or whatever is being created, is all that Supreme Entity. As Sarvatomukha, having faces in all directions, and Sarvato Sakshi, the witness of all phenomena, he is always manifesting himself in and through each idea. Puffed up with microcosmic vanity, never think for a while that you can do anything secretly. He maintains closest vigil over every action of yours, small or big. All your internal thought waves, auspicious or inauspicious, are being created, maintained, and dissolved, centering around your microcosmic existence, in one part of his vast macrocosmic mind. Hence not even the least portion of your thought process can remain secret for him. If you disown him under the spell of your ego, he will laugh, and if you run to him with ardent devotion, discarding your vanity, he will place you on his lap. With his all-pervasive bearing, he is inseparably connected with each and every microcosm. Every secret thought lying within the most obscure corners of your mind is as clear as daylight to him. If you steal something, he will see it immediately. If the police arrest you, he will know it immediately. You know that you have stolen something, so he also knows. You know that the police have arrested you on a charge of theft, so he also knows. If you tell lies to the police to avoid punishment, he also knows that you are telling lies. If the dishonest police accept your bribe and release you, you know they have accepted a bribe, so he also knows. When the same dishonest policeman, while in uniform, tries to show off his dutifulness, you knew that he is an infidel, creature in human form, so he also knows. It is true that he is omnipresent, and truer still is that in his perishable stance, kshara, he is everything, and in his imperishable stance, akshara, he is the knower of everything.